The simulation is, as the title says, to simulate actual political experience, so to give students experience in politics, to give them, to bring some of their teachings to life, to have them take it to heart, the teachings that we've been talking about in various forms throughout the school year. That's the heart of it. There's so many different dynamics to politics that even talking about it, sometimes students won't accept. So we try to do the simulations so that these different aspects do come to light. You can talk about pride. You can talk about psychology. You can talk about coalition building. You can talk about liberal democracy. But to get them to really take some of these questions to heart, it helps if they actually experience it. So it's an age-old question for teachers. How do you get students to take seriously, to really think through a question? And that's in what we're trying to do with the simulation.
My first time to have such a thing, simulation, I didn't have any idea what is it about, and I was really worried, like at the beginning. But soon when we divided into groups, we started to have some goals, some ideas, to get down to business, So we divided our jobs by voting for our chairman, our spokesperson, and to secretary to write, to record what was going on. My job was to be the spokesperson. The day came when we had the results after long process, speeches, and etc. It was a great experience. To talk, to negotiate, in a way to be clever, to not to express whatever you have, to listen first, and then think of what you would offer and who to choose. At the end, we won. Our party won, and it was like good news for us. Though I didn't really believe that would happen, but it was the last minute when 3 persons joined us, and then we had the largest votes and percentage and seats, and so we won. So it's great.
The simulation that we had was in general good in terms of giving me experience and a simple introduction to real politics of forming governments and coalition buildings and such things. At first, when we started, I haven't gotten any ideas about any coalition buildings or the process of forming a government. But then when we got deep into the process, we figured something of compromise, concessions. So I haven't had this idea at the beginning of my enrollment at AUIS. I was in fact the secretary of our chairman, AUIS Hussein. We represented the party of religious conservatives, and we had a percentage of 11% in the parliament. And we made compromises and concessions, and we built coalitions with the ethnic minority and the social democrats, and eventually we got the majority, and we formed the government.